Yeah, good morning. Good morning, all. Online students, everyone can hear me. Is my voice is loud and clear? Online students, can you please confirm on the chat box? Okay, done. Okay, guys. So let's start the session. Yeah, morning. And so here in today's class, okay, in today's class, we are going to see the next one. Before moving to that, today's topic, just I'm having a small recap of whatever we have discussed in the earlier, because as some of the new students might be in today's class who is attending for the first time. So for those students, I'm just giving a recap of 5 minutes. Okay. Just on the day one, that is on 31st, we have seen the introduction to data science and applications of data science. And if anyone has missed that particular class, the new students who are attending for exclusively today, I request please go through this recording. I'm not going to explain none of them. I'm not going to explain once again, because if I start repeating everything miss, again it will be bored to the existing students. So I'm not going to repeat anything. Not only now, in the new class, in the further classes, once you join the regular classes also, if you have missed any of the classes, you have to go through the recordings only. I'm not going to explain everything, because the reason behind this very simple reason is, if I start repeating, one student will be absent today. For him, I have to repeat. Another student will be absent in another day. Again, I have to repeat. Every day, at least one student will be absent. For that student, if I start doing the repetition, the topics will be there only. Then we can't enter into the new topics. Highly impossible. So that is the reason we are not going to do any kind of repetition. And if you are having any doubts, any particular topic doubt, that we can do for multiple times repetition. That is not a problem. But entire class cannot be repeated. You are asking any particular doubt, sir, here I have struck it off, and that one you can ask for multiple times. I will also answer for multiple times. That is not a problem. Okay. Now on the day one, we have completed the introduction to data science and applications of data science. If anyone has missed it, please go through this recording. And I'm going to share you the recordings in the group. Next, day two, we have seen what are the steps involved in the data science, what are the various roles in data related, like data analyst, data engineer, data scientist, and what is the difference, and what are the skills required for different roles. For data analyst, what skills, and for data engineer, what are the skills. Both are not same. Both are not same. Not everything is same is, then everything should be mentioned with only one role name. Everything are different, every skill is different, and their work is different. So what is the differences, what are the skills required for them, all these things we have explained in the day 2 class, and you can go through the recording of this one. Now in the day 3, I have focused more on the content, that is on 2nd February, and 3rd and 4th anyways holidays. Today's is the day 4 class. Okay. Now coming to the contents, first 1.5 month, we are going to have core Python, Python for data science, and statistics. So here I'm going to explain you the basics of Python, starting from the basic scratch level. And we are going to enter into the data science for Python. What are the Python related to data science? So here we are not going to develop the Python by writing the programs. So we are not the Python developer. Python developer work is again different. Python means not every person will have, everyone will have the same work. Using the Python, we are having multiple applications. So for example, a Python person who is having a knowledge on Python to develop the games, he will design the games. The person who is designing the games will not design the website. Website designing is different using the Python. Developing the game is different using the Python. So both are different. So Python is there means everyone will not use the same. It depends on their requirement. So Python for data science is the application of the Python. And statistics, we are going to work on the statistics. So this is going to be for 1.5 month, first 1.5 month, that is 6 weeks program. And from there, we'll move to the next 1.5 month with data cleaning. So first we are going to do the neatly the data cleaning, And because for doing this data cleaning, we require the statistics. Without doing the statistics, we can't do the data cleaning. So data cleaning and data transformation. We are going to do the data cleaning and data transformation. And these two, data cleaning and data transformation, is called as future engineering. Technical word is called as future engineering. And where we are going to do this. And machine learning. From there, we'll complete the machine learning. And machine learning along with the Azure. How to deploy in the Azure. So this future engineering will be done in 1 week time, and machine learning will take 4 weeks of time. And how to deploy that one in the Azure means what are the things we have done, how to work the same thing in the cloud technology, that will be done by 1 week. So total 6 weeks. Again, this 1.5 month means 6 weeks of time. And in these 6 weeks, we are going to do 10 real-time projects in the class. And you're going to have 2 projects which you are going to work and you are going to keep in the resume. Using the machine learning, you are going to work 2 projects, and from this you are going to complete your till this. Once you have completed this one, you are going to take your Microsoft certification. What are the Microsoft certification you are having in data science? You are going to take here. By completing this one, you are going to have Microsoft certification will be completed here itself in data science. Microsoft certification in Azure data science. And you are going to take that certification by paying the fees. And for this certification, whatever the sample questions required, I'm going to share you all the questions. What are the questions are there with me? I'm going to share, and total you are going to get overall 500 plus questions. And if you prepare those questions also, easily you can crack this exam. And along with this, you'll have the sample test also. So before taking the main test, because the main test cost is around 4,000 rupees. So instead of doing a trial and error or trying your luck, here no luck is there. You are having the subject and you want to prove you are having the subject by having one certification from Microsoft, because it is a brand. It is not like simply paying the fees, you are getting the certificate. It is some kind of brand. So when you are having that branded certificate on your resume weightage increases. Okay. So here we are going to have the sample questions. I'll share you all the sample questions we'll discuss in the class, and you are going to take one sample test. And once you are confident on that, then you are going to pay the fees and you are going to take the exam. When you have to take, that is purely your choice. Even you can take after 1 year also, you can take. For me, no problem. Whenever you are ready, take the exam. But once you take the exam, you have to get 100 out of 100. That is only the goal. Qualifying mark in the Microsoft exam is 70%. It is not like 40 or 30. 70% is the qualifying mark, and our aim is 100 out of 100, not the qualifying mark. For that, whatever the efforts you required, you have to keep all your efforts. First, you have to prepare sincerely, then only you have to take the exam. Okay. Next, once this is completed, next, here, Microsoft exam you are going to take, not here. Your Microsoft exam will be here. Okay, that is after 3 months. So first 1.5 month is this one. Next 1.5 month is this one, including your cloud technology. Next last 1.5 month. So already 3 months completed. First 1.5 month is this one. Second 1.5 month is this one. 3 months completed. Now 1.5 month course, we are going to focus exclusively on the AI. And here we are going to focus on AI. AI means what are the things are included in AI? Deep learning, computer vision, and natural language processing, NLP, to work on the text data. So these 3 of them combination is called as artificial intelligence, and that will be covered. And using this, now technology was generative AI. Okay, so we are going to use this generative AI. For coming to the generative AI, we required in terms of transformers, GANs. So these are the some advanced algorithms. So using those advanced algorithms by understanding, we are going to make this generative AI. So how in the real life, in a company, we are going to use this generative AI in the same way we are going to execute in the class. And using these generative AI and artificial intelligence, we are going to cover 5 projects in the class and 2 projects, resume projects, which you are going to keep in the resume. And once this is also completed, you are going to take one more certification, same in the Microsoft exam. Once again, you are going to have one more certification from Microsoft in Azure AI. This time you are going to take the Azure AI certification. Earlier you have taken the data science certification. Now it is AI certification. Data science means purely ML. There is no AI in that. Sir, how sir? Let us see. Let's open. Okay, instead of discussing like this, let us open. Here I'm typing in the Google just DP100. In the Google I'm typing DP100. DP100 is the certification code name by Microsoft. See here. This is the Microsoft website, designing and implementing a data science solution on Azure. Data science solution. Now let us get into the what are the things. So designing the data science workloads, exploring the data, training the machine learning models, implementing and managing and deploying them. So here Azure machine learning and ML flow. Only ML will be there. And if you see the content also, so here if you see this skills measured, how working on machine learning 20 to 25%, training the models, that is ML models 35 to 40%, deploying them 20 to 25, and retraining them. Retraining means again using them, which is also called as ML flow or ML ops. That is also part of the course. And all these skills will be completed and you are going to take the certification. This is with respect to data science. Is the point is clear from here to here? So first you are going to do the data cleaning and data transformation. ML models you are going to develop and you are going to deploy that one in the Azure. The ML solution. What are the ML models in Azure? Right? Next, you are going to complete the artificial intelligence and you are going to take the Microsoft on this. Now complete data science and AI is completed. Now you are going to take one more certification from NASCOM. NASCOM certification in data science. This is includes the both of them. This includes both of them and this certificate is by Government of India. This is NASCOM certification is Government of India. So this one also you are going to cover. Once this is having, so what is the use of certifications, sir? Why you are asking to take the certifications? Means skills measured. For example, I'm going to explain for you how much you are having the knowledge. What I have to do for that? We have to keep one test in the college. If they explain any concept for you and that they say that how much you are having the knowledge on the concepts means what they have to do? They have to keep some test on that. And what are the test result you have got that they have to print on the certificate and they have to give the certificate for you. That says that how much skills you are having in that particular subject. Similarly here also, instead of keeping the exam by me, I'm asking the exam by Microsoft only. If I take the exam, what I will do? I will take only the questions whatever I have explained in the class only. Microsoft exam is not by me now. This is not by me now. This is called as out of sample how much. Means once you enter into the real world, how much subject you are having, you are checking yourself. If the same exam, if I conducted by me, what are the questions I'm going to ask generally? What are discussed as is in the class? Only those questions I will give. Now, Microsoft will check that what SRK has explained in the class. No, right? What Naresh IT or what Sivaram Krishna has taught in the class. According to that, they'll give the question paper. No. Now they are going to give the question paper based on the entire data science overall. And you are going to see the real world exam. And once this completed, now you are going to take your Kaggle competition. And this Kaggle competition, you are going to have, once you are having the good subject, you are having the Kaggle competition, which is an international level competition. International level competition. And this one also you are going to have. And this one also I'm not going to conduct. So these are all conducted by others. Now you know the reality. See, training, I'm going to give the training, and testing also is done by me. Then your performance in the class might be very high. My requirement is your performance not only in the class, I required outside also. How outside your performance is that I'm focusing. Now I'm not focusing how your performance in the class, how your performance outside the class. Outside the class is more important. For outside the class, you have to write outside the class exam. Sir, in the class, for in the class also, you're going to write the exams called as mock interview. I'm going to conduct in the class. So mock interview test. So you're going to have, after every module, you will have one mock interview test. So these are conducted by me only. So here, two types of testing will be done on you. One is in the class, how your performance is there. Means in the class, whatever the things I'm explaining, for that, how you have learned. That is your checking, we are checking your performance. Second, out of the class. That is this one. With respect to Microsoft certification and Kaggle competition. These two are out of the class. So most important concept within the machine learning. So here, if I go to the machine learning, okay, in the machine learning, we used to call it as model selection, means how we are going to select the model. Here, one of the most important part for selecting our model is, okay, we are going to evaluate our model in terms of two ways. One is train and test on the same data, train and test on the different data. Means you are training one way, you are testing on a different questions. Data means questions. You are training on same, whatever you are training. See, here some data set is there. And this entire data set I'm using for my training purpose. And I have created one model. Training purpose means I have given the entire data to the machine to learn. Entire data. I asked the machine to learn. Okay, it has learned. Okay. After learning, in this some of the records, some of them, okay, around 4 records, I'm asking my machine to test. Okay, I'm asking to test and it is going to give some result. In this case, what happens means high train accuracy will be there, but low out of sample accuracy. Out of sample accuracy is also called as test accuracy, low test accuracy. That is the reason in the colleges, every student in the BTech or degree, they are getting a high CGPS, but outside they are not getting the jobs. The reason behind this is very simple. Because the training and testing was done on the same data. Whatever the teachers are training, they're testing on the same thing, same questions. That is the reason this is the problem. For this, what is the solution? Means the solution here is you have to split the data into two parts. One is training and separate one is testing. Which is used for training, that should not be used for testing. Is the point is clear? Now in my class, what we are going to do, the same logic I'm going to apply. Whatever I'm going to train you, I'm going to test you in the class only. At the same time, you are going to test on the out of sample, means outside the questions. Is the points are clear now? So this is the solution. So when you are having like this, training and testing separately, and when you do this one, then automatically you are going to get more accurate evaluation on the out of sample accuracy. So in our machine learning and artificial intelligence, we have to do this one. Training and testing should be done on a different data sets. Is the point is clear, everyone? So here we are going to work on the different. So whatever I'm training, I'm going to conduct some test. At the same time, you are going to take out of the tests also. Both the things you have to take. If both of them are having the same accuracy, then only it is called as good one. If one of them is high accuracy, one of them is low accuracy also, it is called as a bad one, which is we used to call technically overfitting or underfitting problem. So when we design our machine, the machine should understand whatever I'm saying. At the same time, my machine has to predict for the future data also in a proper way. Both the things, not only in the class, out of the class also it has to work properly. Two things it has to do properly. Two things it has to do properly means 2 times I have to do evaluation separately. One is on class, one is out of the class. On class is called as mock interview test. This is by me. I'm going to conduct. Out of the sample is Microsoft is going to conduct. And I want both of them with a very high accuracies. In the class, the performance should be very high. At the same time, out of also, it should be very high. If possible, 100 out of 100. There is no other thought. Here, no pass, 30%, 40%. First, forget that one. We are having only one number called as 100. For that, you have to give your efforts. Is the points are clear? Now, coming to today's one. Okay, let's get into the today's topic. That is Python. Okay, let's start our regular classes from now. Is the point is clear how our course was designed? Now, once we are having this one, automatically, if you give your sincere efforts and if you build your brand, so in your resume, projects will be there by the end of the course. Your portfolio, we used to call them as portfolio. Whatever in the resume you are going to write, that is called as portfolio. Now, in your portfolio, projects will be there, skills will be there, certification will be there, international level competition will be there, and with respect to knowledge will be there. So automatically job will be there, right? Just only one is there and I want the job means you are not going to get. Here the condition is end. End means I require both of them, not or. Or means any one of them. Or means any one. End means both. So the students who are going to get the jobs, very simple. Only the students who are having with respect to one projects, a good quality projects, which is having a real-time exposure. Okay, means if I ask you a simple question, who is going to use this project? Means you have to answer me clearly. Sir, this project is going to be used by these type of companies. Example of them, one of them is loan prediction. Whether you are eligible for your loan or not. If you go to any bank and if you are asking your bank, sir, I'm working employee and my salary is this one, I want a personal loan. And they are going to take the details from you and they are going to say that whether you are eligible for the loan or not. That project. So all the banking industry is going to use this project in their backend. Every bank is going to use. And this project already I have completed in the class and even it was uploaded in the YouTube also. And please go through. There I have explained the how this project will be implemented and step by step in the back end of the bank, what happens, how they are going to work, everything I have explained. And that entire video is in the YouTube. Almost it is a 2.5 hours video. You can even go through that within the Naresh IT YouTube channel only. For me, separate YouTube is not there, only Naresh IT. Right? So within the Naresh IT only, I have explained all these things and you can go through how it is. right? So like this, we are going to keep some projects in our resume. Along with this project, we are going to keep some certification. Certification where we are going to write in the resume, sir, below to your name. Your name is, for example, Sivarama Krishna. Below to your name, what is your tag is Microsoft Certified Data Scientist. That is your tag. Without that tag, don't apply for the companies. Tag is important. Brand is important. Because when you was certified, when someone has certified your knowledge means, then they are believing that you are having the knowledge and there is a high probability that your resume gets shortlisted. Below to your name, you have to write that one. Okay. So next one is Kaggle competition. So these three of them are the top priorities. And along with the skills, what are the skills you are having? Good knowledge and what are the tools? All these things you are going to write in your resume. These all the headings are compulsory headings. In that one of the heading, if you miss also, no use. All of them are compulsory, mandate. So what we have to fill in that? I'm going to separately have one resume building session. How to build your resume. How you have to attract the HRs by your resume. For this, a separate session is available. When we are going to discuss, that is the last class we are going to discuss. Why? We can discuss at the starting only now. If I discuss at the starting, what you will write in the resume without completing the course, what things you will write? For example, without completing the artificial intelligence itself, I explain the resume and in the resume write the artificial intelligence means, then it is called as cheating. Without knowing why you are writing. After learning the subject, you have to write in the resume. You should not cheat others. Right? Is the point is clear? Now, let's get into this. Today's topic called as Python. Now, what is Python? Okay. So now Python is one of the, it was invented by von Rossum in the year of 1991, right? And here, though it was invented in the 1991, in the 2000, 2002, 2003, 2005, these years also Python is available. But at that time, Java is very popular. If you go to your college library, you will have more Java books than Python books comparatively. Why? Because the reason behind that is applications of Java is very high at that time. Now, completely it was turned. Now the scenario is towards artificial intelligence. More applications are there towards the artificial intelligence. And for artificial intelligence, we required only one and only program called as Python. There is no other option. There is no other option. You have to work on the artificial intelligence means you have to learn the Python. Okay. So now Python is the easiest programming language in the entire world. Whichever is the easiest programming language means that is Python. As simple as, very simple. Makes the Python complex programs in a simple way. Okay. So why we should learn this Python? There are multiple reasons are there. In that, one of them is open source. Open source means it is a free. For this, you no need to pay any 1 rupee also. It is completely free. Completely free means torrent file or something like that. No. Officially, software itself, it is free. No need to take any torrent file or some kind of that one or this one. So directly you're going to get the Python software only at free of cost. This is called as open source. Open source means whichever is freely available, that is called as open source, right? Simple syntax. Now what is meant by syntax? Syntax means called as rule. Syntax means rule, which is a very simple rule. Python is a simple rule. Whatever the rules are there, very simple, right? Now, what is meant by rules, sir? Very simple question. Again, and my answer also very simple. What is meant by rule? For example, as everyone are having the house, and for house number is available. One house number is available. For example, some house number is 24-20-hyphen C oblique C A and hyphen 190 or something you are having like this, or simply 24-10, something you are having. Now in your house door number or house number, can you use at the rate of symbol? Can you use at the rate of symbol or colon symbol or anything in your door number or house number? Can you use them? Other than hyphen and oblique, other than these two, can you use any other symbol? And who has told you use only these two symbols? Why you are not able to use the colon, at the rate of? These multiple options are there now. Why you are not using them? Why you are using only hyphen and oblique? Means this is the government of India rule. In India, every house number should consist of only that one, and we have to follow that. So who has invented that rule? No, sir, I don't want that rule. I will go against of this one. Miss, what happens? Then you will not get any kind of permission. If you go for the permissions for getting anything, you will not get the approval because you are not following the rules now. When you are not following the rules, why you will get the permission? Similarly, in the Python also, Python was designed by one way. You have to understand what is the purpose of designing. For example, one more example. There is one car. The car name is Maruti Shift. Let us take a simple example, Maruti Shift. And this car was designed for 5 members, including the driver. 5 members, the car was designed. And if you are going 5 members and if you are using this car, you are going to get a 22 kilometers per liter mileage. Assume this is the car was designed. Now, instead of 5 members, you have loaded 20 members inside that. Sir, how we can load, sir? Assume you have loaded. On the top, you have got some people. On front, on the bonnet, you have kept some people. And finally, 20 people have sit on the car. Now, what happens in terms of one? Either the car will not move. For example, forcefully, if you try to move and if you apply more pressure on that and if you move also, what happens? Engine will be having some kind of problem. It will have the more pressure on the engine, and what happens? The efficiency will drop. And mileage will drop, efficiency of the car will drop, everything will drop. For example, bike was designed for the 2 people. Instead of 2, 3 people are riding the bike. What happens? Generally, the bike means for 5 years, there will be no problem. Assume that particular bike will not have any kind of problem. If you are maintaining perfectly, the bike will have at least 5 to 10 years. But if you are riding triple members on that bike, what happens means the efficiency of the bike will drop. Of course, that is against to the rules of the police. For as per the traffic rules are certain rules are set. You have to follow those rules. When you want to drive the bike on the road means you have to follow the rules. If you don't follow the rules, automatically you'll get the challans. Similarly, Python also similarly designed by considering some rules. It was designed by assuming some rules. So if you want to ride any bike or a car on the traffic, I mean on the road, first you have to learn that one. What are the rules are there? First you have to learn. After learning them, then you have to use the bike or car. Without learning them, directly if you enter into the directly onto the road means, what happens means, either you'll get the challenge or you'll get the accident if you don't follow the rules. Point is very simple. Similarly, here also, Python is also having certain rules. If you don't follow, if you are not following, you will get some error. That error is also called as syntax error. Syntax error means you are not following the Python rule. Syntax means rule. Python rule is called as syntax. Every program will have one syntax. Everyone will have one rule. Not only Python, Java will have the rules. C language will have the rules. Telugu language will have one rule. English language is having one rule. All these things are having the rules. Everything are having the rules. Now the rules are as simple as means it will be easy to learn. It will be easy to learn if the rules are very simple. So the Python syntax is very simple syntax. It is as similar to as English language. By saying itself, you'll understand. Okay. So that's syntax is very, very, very simple. For example, let us take like this. Yesterday, I conducted one workshop on data cleaning using Python. Something. This is the English statement. Instead of I conducted, if I write here, I will conduct. Yesterday, I will conduct one workshop on data cleaning using Python means. Is that correct statement? Is this sentence is a correct statement? No. Why? Because will miss future verb. Means whenever you are using on the future, means tomorrow. Instead of yesterday, tomorrow word is there, means tomorrow I will conduct one workshop, means this meaning. But yesterday is a past one. This is a past word and will is a future word. So this is not as per the English grammar. Who told you it is wrong? Who told you this is wrong? I will conduct a workshop on data cleaning using Python. This is a wrong statement. Who told you? Whoever has learned the English language, they know this one is a wrong one. As per the English language, this is not the syntax. For English language, some rules are there. For Telugu language also some rules are there. You can't use as per the words you are interested, right? You have to properly frame the sentence. Now, similarly, in English, if you have to learn the English language, how you are going to start the English language learning? From where? From letters. First, you are going to learn how many letters are there. And from there, you are going to learn the words. How to form the words, means combination of letters. From there, you are going to move on to the parts of speech. And from there, you are going to move on to the tenses. And after learning the tenses, you are going to formulate some sentences. Now you are going to combine multiple sentences to make a statement, which is also called as communication skills. This is the order. Without knowing this one and what is the meaning of tenses, directly I want to learn the communication skills. I want to discuss with others. Means what happens? Grammatical mistakes will be there. But if you come in the sequential order, what happens? A very good communication will be there. So first we should learn this one followed by this one, and in this proper order, then we are going to make the communication skills. Now, my question is very, very simple question. In English language, as everyone knows, common. I'm not going to ask any difficult question, very simple question only. In English, we are having the letters A to Z. 26 letters are there. Why 26 letters only is there? Why 27 or 28 or 29 letters are not there? Very simple question, na? I think your letters you have learned in the LKG. Very simple question I asked. I'm assuming I'm asking very simple question. Why 26 letters only? Why English language is not having 28 or 29 letters? Guys, anyone? Please answer. From your perspective. Whatever the answer from your perspective, it may not be correct also. No problem. Why 26 only? Or should I make the simple very question? So, I mean, the question is into still more simple. Now, A-P-P-L-E. It is called as apple. Why it is called as apple only? A-P. I will call it as A-P. Why it is called as apple only? Who told you apple? Again, this is a very simple question. Why? See, the point is very simple. This language was not created by you. Point is very simple. It was not created by you. If you have created the language, then the things are different. Here, this language is already created. here we are going to learn the language and we are going to use the language. What we are going to do means, first we are going to learn this language. What are the rules are there? This is called as verb. This is called as noun. This is called as this one. We are going to learn the language first, and that language we are going to do the application. We are going to use that one. This is called as application of the language. We are first learning the language. Later, we are going to use that language as per our requirement. Similarly, in the Python also, first we are going to learn the Python and we are going to apply this Python. Whatever we have learned, we are going to create the application. That application only is called as project. First, we are going to learn what are the things already invented in the Python, how and what are the things was already there. Just we are going to learn them from the scratch level, how we have learned English from the alphabets level. Similarly, in the Python also, we are going to learn from the base level. We are going to learn them and later we are going to utilize them. Whatever we have learned, that we are going to have the application. Point is clear? So in the Python also, we are going to learn what are the things are developed within the Python. First to learn, later develop as per your requirement. Whichever the program you required, according to that. For example, I want to use one sentence. For my sentence, out of infinite English words are there, multiple English words are there. Which English word I have to use in this situation? In my present situation, which English word I have to use, that will be decided by me as per my requirement. As per my requirement, I am selecting out of multiple infinite number of words. I am using the which are the important words for this particular situation, and I am making with respect to the communication skills, which is called as application of the English language. Similarly, we are going to learn the entire Python and which is related to this particular project. For that, what are the things are required that we are going to implement. So most of the people, while they feel that Python is difficult or something, not only Python, any subject they feel difficult. Why? Because they feel that they are inventing. You are not inventing here. You are learning and you are going to do the usage of that one. You are not inventing the English language. You are learning the English language and you are going to use that English language for your communication skills. Similarly, Python also you are learning and later you are going to use that application. Here you are not inventing. For doing the invention, sir, I want to invent something, sir, miss, first you have to do the basics. First you have to cover. Day one itself, LKG student can't sit in the PhD class. He will not understand anything. So first you have to come in a proper order and automatically everything will be done. So now to learn any subject in the world, according to me, in world, whatever, any subject, if you take any subject, it is the easiest subject only. Any subject in the world is the easiest if you know in what way you have to prepare that. You have to come in the sequential order. You should know how to prepare, which one you have to prepare after which. That is most important. Now here also the same. Python is a very simple syntax. Very, very simple syntax. The rules of the Python are very simple. Right? Now, it is a interpreter language. Now, what is meant by interpreter language means it is going to execute the code line by line. One line after one line, separately. Now, there are two types. One is called as interpreter and second one is called as compiler. In your data science course, this is your first interview question, which we are going to discuss. Like this total 1,000 questions we are going to discuss. First interview question, what is the difference between the interpreter versus compiler? Okay. Now, what is meant by interpreter means it executes the program by taking one statement at a time. Now, what is the meaning of this? Let us understand. So we are having two programs, two languages. One is called as interpreter language, that is Python. We are having one more language called as compiler, which is Java. C language, Java and C. Okay. Now assume we are writing around some lines of code. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 lines of code you have written. In both of them, you have written 7 lines. Out of which you are having the problem in the 4th line and 5th line. 2 lines, there is a problem. Whether this one or this one, you are having some problem in the 4th and 5th line. Okay. Just a minute. Okay. Now, if it is in the Python, how it is going to execute? If it is in the Java, how it is going to execute? Java or C program. And the students who are already familiar on Java, for those students, this example. And if you are not aware on the Java or C language, means just ignore this one. It is not related to you. Now, here this entire program, whatever the 7 lines of code is there now, this 7 lines of code will be convert. It will check first line, whether it is correct or wrong. Second line, third line, fourth line, fifth line, sixth line, seventh line. All the lines will be checked at a time. All the lines will be checked at a time. For example, you are having the problem in these 2 lines of code. It is going to throw the error that 2 lines of code you are having the problem. 2 lines of code, there are problem. What are the 2 lines? Means line number 4 and line number 5. All the lines of code are checked at a time and it will throw all the errors at a time. But in the Python, first it will check only the first line. It will not check all the lines. Only first line it will check. And first line is correct means it will execute. It will execute. Come to the second line, it will execute. Third line, it will execute. There is no problem. Fourth line, there is a problem. So now the program will stop. And it will say that there is a problem in the 4th line. Okay, same error. But here above 3 lines will be executed. Here the above 3 lines will not be executed. In this case, the above 3 lines will not be executed. But in this case, the above 3 lines also will be executed. And here, how many errors it is going to display means only one error. Only one error it will show. Sir, why sir? Two lines are errors are there now. 4th and 5th. Why it is showing only one means it will show at a time only one error. 4th line error only it will show. And once you rectify this error, then it will show the 5th line error. Till that, the 5th line error also you can't see. So at a time, only one error you can see. That is easy to debug for any beginners who are learning the Python. It is easy for them. If you see at a time multiple errors, you'll think that we are doing everything, but we are getting these many errors. But when you see only one error, you'll get some kind of with respect to easiness to debug. Debug means bug means error. Debug means rectifying the error. So you're going to rectify the error. So here, the entire program by taking only one statement at a time. Here, the entire program is translated into the machine code. Means all the lines should be correct. Then only it will execute. If one line is not correct also, the program will not be executed. Error is reported as soon as first error is encountered. The first error, whenever you get that, immediately it will show that there is an error. But here, the errors are checked after the entire program is checked. Errors are reported after the entire program is checked. Easier to debug. This is comparatively difficult to debug. So when compared to Java, Python is dead easy. And no intermediate object code is formed. So it is a more memory efficient. What is memory? Memory means not hard disk memory, RAM memory. In the RAM, the less number of objects are there, automatically the fastness will be there. For example, in your mobile, if you have opened one app and you are minimizing that app, you are opening another app, minimizing, opening another app and you are minimizing. You are minimizing all the apps and where they are stored? In the RAM. Multiple apps are there in the RAM means what happens? Automatically your phone will be slow. Why? What is the reason? Because your RAM is of, for example, 8 GB. Assume that your RAM is of 8 GB or 4 GB or whatever it is. 8 GB RAM is that means in this 8 GB RAM, certain space, certain amount of space is used for storing that particular app. Like that, you are using the entire space. Now, if you are using the entire space for storing the multiple apps, now finally, for example, you are storing in the backend 20 apps you are storing. For that 20 apps, 7 GB space was utilized. Now, automatically your now balance RAM was left out is 1 GB. When you are having the speed with 8 GB, how much speed you are having at that time? How will you have the same speed at 1 GB? Because automatically the you are having with respect to less capacity now. So that is the reason, if you want to get your phone very fast, means they'll ask you to remove the backend, whatever the things are there. They'll ask you to remove unused H1, which are not going to use, right? So all these things. So here the Python is comparatively more memory efficient, means it is going to use in the RAM less space, whereas Java will use more space of your RAM. For example, ATM machine is there. In the ATM machine, you want to install one computer, that is monitor, along with the CPU, and inside that one RAM you want to install. If you have written the program using the Java, then you have to keep 8 GB RAM in the ATM machine. You are keeping 8 GB RAM. Now the same ATM was designed by using the Python. Now you are going to keep just only 6 GB RAM. So remaining 2 GB, you don't need to keep the RAM also. Okay, point is clear. Means the entire application, ATM application, by using the Python, means 6 GB RAM is sufficient. The same application you have to run in the Java, means you require the 8 GB RAM. So here it is a memory efficient, means when compared to Java, it is having less memory, means less RAM, right? So these are all the multiple advantages, right? And next one is high level programming. Java is a high level programming. Here automatically it deletes, automatically it adds, automatically it will do high level programming. And next one is portability. Portability means, for example, you have designed your Python code in the Windows OS. The same Windows OS, whatever you have designed, that program you can use in the Mac OS also. Same program you can use. But in others, we have to convert that one. In Python, you don't need to do anything. Just you can take the code as it is and you can run in the Mac OS also. So it is a portable. And the most important why the Python is famous now, miss, this is the reason. This is the most important point. Due to its libraries, multiple libraries. At the starting of the invention of the Python, at that time, that many libraries we are not having. Now we are having more amount of libraries. For each and every application, we are having one library. And using the libraries, the entire Python was made very, very, very simple. Right? Now, so these are with respect to advantages of Python. Now, applications where we are going to use the Python means in machine learning, you are going to use artificial intelligence, you are going to use web applications, you are going to use gaming, you are going to use web scraping, you are going to use. These are the multiple advantages. So in the machine learning, you are going to use the libraries called as sklearn. SK means S stands for scientific. K stands for kit. Learn. Scientific kit learning. And this library will be used only by the machine learning engineers, not by others. Not by others. No one else are going to use this library. Only the machine learning people are going to use this one. And SciPy. What is meant by SciPy means scientific Python. Scientific Python means where you are going to apply the statistics. So who are using the statistics, they are going to use this SciPy library. And for artificial intelligence, we are going to use the TensorFlow Keras. And for NLP, we are going to use NLTK. And for image processing, we are going to use OpenCV. And for audio processing, we are going to use the library name called as PyAudio. PyAudio, everyone will use her. Every Python developer will use her. No, who are working only on the audios, they are going to use this library. Remaining people are not going to use. Why they have to use? Similarly, who wants to do the web applications, they are going to use Django. And who wants to interest in the games, they are going to use PySoy and Pygame. So these are the different libraries. And here, as per the requirement, okay, so Python is used by multiple people in the industry. Data software developers are using the Python, data analysts are using, data scientists are using, hackers are using, they are writing the hacking code using the Python, and game designing, they are using the Python, and scientists for mathematical applications also, they are using the Python. Okay. Now, Python, core Python is common for everyone who works on the Python. Core Python is common. And second Python, we are going to select as per the role. If you are a software developer, the second one will change, like Django. If you are a software developer, website designer, then you are going with the Django. If you are a data analyst, then you are going to use with respect to the SciPy library, NumPy, Pandas, all these libraries. If you are a data scientist, then you are going to use sklearn, like machine learning, all these things. If you are an artificial intelligence, TensorFlow, Keras, NLTK, CV, all these things. You are a gaming designer, then you are going to use Pygame. If you are a data engineer, you are going to use with respect to Beautiful Soup and Request. So like this, for different roles, different libraries. Core Python is going to be common for everyone. Next Python is based on their role. What role they are working, according to that, they have to learn the Python. Is the point is clear? And here we are having the various options to work using the Python. So out of which we are going to discuss. So how to install the Python. So Python installation, how we are going to do the Python installation. What is meant by web scraping means extracting the data from the website. Extracting the data from the website is called as web scraping. And data engineers are going to do that. Data engineer work. Right? Now, coming to this Python installation, just in the Google, type Python. Just in the Google, type Python. You're going to get first website called as python.org and click on this. Python.org. Click on this. Beautiful Soup is one of the library. It is a library which is used for web scraping. Request and Beautiful Soup, these both are used for web scraping application. Request and Beautiful Soup. Right? Yes. Now, guys, please let's focus into the how to install the Python. Now, once you are going to click on the Google Python, you are going to get here python.org. Click on this. And here there is an option called as downloads. Click on the downloads. And here you can see Python 3.12.1. Okay, click on this and it will be downloaded. Okay, so just very simple to download. Just you have to come to here and click on this. Sir, if I'm using the Mac OS or if I'm using the Linux, then what we have to do? Then here there is a full list of downloads is there. Click on this full list of downloads. And here you can see with respect to Mac OS, Linux, Windows, all these things. And you can go with the, if you are a Mac OS means, you can click on the Mac OS and you can click on this and you can even download this and you can install. Right? Now, if you are a Windows user, if you are using the Windows, just directly, this is download for the Windows. Directly available. So just you have to click on this and it will be downloaded. Sir, where it will be downloaded? Generally, it will be downloaded in your downloads folder. So just in your system, wherever the downloads is there, just click on the downloads. Here it will be downloaded. And once it has downloaded, what you have to do? Just double click on this and click on the next, finish, completed. Very simple installation. Okay, just you are going to click on the install And here you are going to click on the next, 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 and finish. Nothing else. Is the point is clear? Sir, are we going to change the path or anything? Nothing. Don't do any modification. No modification. No need of any tick mark, any cross mark, nothing. Just you have to focus only on the install now. Click on the next, 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 and finish. How many times you get the next? You have to click that many times next. Whenever you get the finish, click on the finish. How you are going to install any application in our mobile or in our laptop? How we are going to install any application in the same way? Very simple. Is the point is clear? Now, once you have done, installation was done. Now here you are going to click on the Python. So in my case, I'm having the Python 3.11. Now the latest version is 3.12. Okay. Now just here you can type with Python, and here you are going to get one black color symbol. This one. This is called as Python command prompt. Just click on this and you are going to get something like this. And this is called as Python command prompt. And here you can type with respect to print. What I want to print means welcome. Okay, this is the one. So for printing, what is the syntax we have to use means print, print. And you have to use close and open brackets. Within that, what you want to print, that you have to write. Whatever you are interested, you write. Within the print, open and close brackets, you write whatever you want to print. So I'm printing welcome. Just I'm printing welcome. Okay. So automatically it will be printed. Sir, should we include hash something or curly brackets, void main, open bracket? Nothing is there. Simple. Once you have written this one, click on the enter button. It will be printed. This is the output. Nothing is required. See, as simple syntax. No curly brackets, no semicolons, that one, this one, nothing is there. Simply you have written the print and whatever you want to print, that you are writing, and it is printed. So this is print welcome miss, it is printing. This is the output. So like this, you can write the program. I mean, you can write the whatever you want and you can see. This is option number 1. Option number 1. Now I'll show you one more option. Okay. Yes. Let us see one more option. That one more option is Python. Again, I'm writing here Python with respect to IDLE. Okay, IDLE. Okay, and here in your Windows, whatever the search button within the Windows are there, just I'm checking here and IDLE. Just I'm clicking on the IDLE. And once you click on the IDLE, you are going to get like this. Sir, what is the difference between the previous one versus this one? This one and previous one, what is the difference means the backend, the background there it is black color, here it is white color. That is the difference. Both are same. If you are interested with black color background means go with that, white color means this one. Here I'm going to write again the same print, same print. And here I'm going to write welcome. And if I execute, you can see immediately output. Same thing. Now, this is option number 2. Now I'm going to show you option number 3. I'm going to click here, file. There is an option called as file. Click on the file. And here there is an option called as new file. Click on the new file. And here you write whatever the program you are interested. Print welcome. I'm writing the print welcome. I'm writing like this. After writing, since you are using it for the first time, you click on the save. First time you are using this one, click on the save as, and somewhere you save this one, some name, using the name called as yes. Somewhere you save, wherever you're interested, you save. Not a problem. In the entire system where you are interested, you save. Once save was done, now click on the run, and here you can see the output. And this is called as editor window. This is called as whatever the new window you are seeing now. This window is called as editor window. Editor window means where you can edit the programs. For example, here, sir, same answer now. Here only you can type now. Why you have created in a new window? Okay, let's try here only. Print welcome. But I have forgot to close the bracket, and I'm just entering this one. Okay, I'm just executing this particular and okay. And here, whatever I'm having without using this. So can you see here with respect to syntax error? So it is saying that inverted commas was open, but there is no end inverted commas. It is throwing the syntax error. Syntax means you are not following the Python rule. What is Python rule means? When you are opening the inverted commas, you have to close with the inverted commas. You are not following the Python rule. So it is saying that error. Okay, I want to keep here inverted commas. But if I click on this, it is not working. I can't edit that one. Now the same thing, whatever I'm having here, if I write that one here, okay, without this one, I'm going to click on the save. Second time onwards, save only. First time save as, second time onwards, save. And once you click on this, so it is saying that there is an error. Now you can come back to this position and you can do the editing. So the program can be edited here. In this window, the program can be edited. So that is the reason it is called as editor window. And what is this window is called as output window. Output window is also called as console window. So here two windows are there. This is first window. This window is called as editor window. And this is called as console window, where you can see the output. Sir, print welcome, okay. Now one more line. Print Naresh IT. Naresh IT. Okay. And now you are going to click on the save and click on the run. So you can see welcome Naresh IT. So whatever you want, you are going to print. 2 lines, 3 lines like that. Sir, how many lines we can write in the editor window? How many lines we can write? Infinite number of lines. No restriction. As per your choice. So this is option number 3. What options 3, sir? First option I have shown you in the Python black window. There you can write the code and you can execute. Second option I have shown you here itself. You can write the code and you can execute. Third option I have shown you, within that you can select a new file and you can write the code and you can execute. These are the 3 different options which I have shown you. And I will show you some more options also. Now, sir, these many options you are going to show now. Which one is the easiest one? Which one you feel easy? That is the easiest one. In the company, which one we have to use, sir? In the company, no one is going to ask like that. In the company, they will ask you to write the Python program. They'll not ask to write the Python program in the command prompt. They'll not ask you to write in the separate taking a new window. They'll not ask like that. Wherever you're interested, you can write. No company will say that you have to write here only. No company will sit side to you and they'll see where you are writing. You can, whichever the option you feel easy, that is the best option. Wherever you execute, final answer is going to be the same, because entirely finally it is Python only. It is not going to change the answer based on where you are typing that one. Is the points are clear? Right? Yes. So like this, you can start executing the Python. Now, next option, fourth option. Let us type here Anaconda. In the Google, I'm typing Anaconda. Earlier Python was completed, now Anaconda. Sir, what is this snake name, sir, like this? Maybe the person who has invented the Python is interested in snakes. He has kept all the snake names. This Anaconda is a good Anaconda, friendly Anaconda. We can play the game. Okay. If you know, you can play the game. If you don't know, it will play the game. Okay. So you should know how to play with the Anaconda. First learn that one. Later you play the game as per your choice. Right. Now just click on the first website. Just type in the Google Anaconda. Here there is an option called as first website called as free download. Click on this. And once you click on this, there is an option called as download, and click on the download and it will be downloaded. Is the point is clear? Once again. So just I'm going to type in the Google Anaconda, and here I'm getting the Anaconda free download. Click on this, and here we are having the download option. Directly, simply you can click on this, or you can drag down till last. Here you can see with respect to everything, with Windows, with Mac, with Linux. Windows means happily you click here itself, no discussion. If you are not using the Windows, Mac or Linux OS means just drag down. Slowly you drag down, and here you can see with respect to multiple options with Windows, Mac OS and Linux, and you can install accordingly. Now, how to install this one? So I'm going to share you this notes, the installation notes. Okay, step by step, I'm going to share you in the notes. Just a minute. So how to install the Anaconda? So first you are going to open the anaconda.com, and there is an option with respect to download, and you are going to click on the download. Okay. Now, once you have downloaded, it will be in your downloads folder. In your system, downloads will be available. Inside that downloads, you will see this one, whatever you have downloaded. Just you have to double click on that. Once you double click on that, initially you are going to get this type of screen where you are having the option called as next. Click on the next, and it will ask the terms and conditions, and you click on the I agree. If you want, you can read the terms and conditions and click on the I agree. If you don't agree also, you have to click I agree only. Okay, click on the I agree. Once you click on the I agree, it is going to ask just me all users. By default, there will be some black mark here. Means it will be selected by default just me. You keep as it is. Don't touch anything. Your focus is only on the bottom part. Next, 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 finish. Don't do any modifications on the top. Okay, click on the next. Here it will show some path. It is going to, by default, it will be loaded in your C drive. Okay, so just click on the next. Sir, I don't want to install in the C drive, sir. I want to install in another drive. Don't do that. Install in the C drive only. Whatever the path it is showing, keep as it is. Don't do any modification. Just click on the next. Why, sir? Because now when you are working with the Anaconda, initially the Python files, what we are going to execute is very simple. But when you enter into the future classes, we are going to work on the artificial intelligence. When we are going to work on that, Windows files are required, and the Windows files will be in the C drive. So if Anaconda is also in the C drive, the connection will be easy. Otherwise, it is double work for you at the time to connect between them. It is going to be a problem in the future. In the future, you should not get any kind of problem with the Windows stating that Windows file is missing or this one is missing. That type of problem you should not get miss. You have to install the Anaconda in the C drive only. So whatever the path it is showing, keep as it is. Don't do any modification. Just click on the next. And here it is asking to install. Click on the next. Don't do any modification. No tick marks, no cross marks. Only next install. And it is going to install. The installation process will take almost 15 to 20 minutes. And once the installation is completed, click on the next, next, and finish. Is the point is clear, everyone? Click on the next. How many times you have got the next? That many times next. And finally click on the finish. Once you have completed the finish, okay. Now, of course, I'm going to share you this one. Whatever the PPT installation file is there, I'm going to share it to you. If you are having any doubt, you keep the PPT with your side, and this PPT will be shared to you in the PDF format. So since it is in the PDF format, automatically you can open in the phone also. In your mobile phone also, you can easily open. So open in your mobile phone the PDF and go with the step-by-step process. Don't do any kind of mistakes. Okay, if you are having any doubt. Process is very simple. Next. How many times next is the next, and finally finish. Process is very simple. But still, if you are having any doubt in that also, keep my PDF open and do simultaneously. Is the point is clear? And once, yeah, where you can collect these PDFs and PPT. What are the class notes today we have discussed, that PPT also will be shared to you. Where you can get all these things we'll discuss.